Good evening. Well, wait, no, not good evening. It's not evening here, it's early afternoon. What the hell am I talking about? Time. What is it? Let's try that again. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the stream. And, welcome back to the Spooktacular, which is starting to become a halfway more sensible, thing, seeing as how we're actually pretty close to October now. But hey, I know several people who like to state the Halloween season starts, like, pretty much at the tail end of August, and lasts up to, like, a week after Halloween itself. So, you know, this is for them. In any case, like I said previously, we're going to carry on with Stories Untold today, and, you know, hopefully be able to finish it. After that, I have no idea. I might have enough time to stream something else after I'm finished with that, but I don't know if I'll go back to, say, Undead Nightmare, or if I'll set up something new. And I am going to have to settle up because I don't have anything new set up yet. But I'll decide that when I get to the end of this. Without further ado, let's jump into this zany text adventure that is Stories Untold. Just let me do this, and then I shall do that. Now, if you weren't here last time I played this, it's a very interesting game that it does present itself as an old-school text adventure, except with a really bizarre twist. Like in the first game, the first game was a game called The House Abandoned, wherein you're playing as someone who was playing The House Abandoned. And that someone playing The House Abandoned is playing as someone who goes into a house and plays The House Abandoned. And then things get really weird. The lab conduct, you're playing as a guy who is doing tests on an alien artifact, which turns out to be an alien consciousness, which melds with yours, which causes a breakout. So there's a lot of multiple levels of control going on in this game, and it's really strange. And I think all the stories are connected somehow, right? So we're gonna see how this plays out. So without further ado, let us dive into the station process. Whatever may happen here. If you find yourself stuck, try to look around for clues. You know, like when I was playing The House Abandoned, I had no idea where the hell the generator was. I forgot to look around. I feel like I've seen a lot of things lately that get like the 80s synth aesthetic for a lot of their soundtracks for some reason. Because there's this, obviously, and, you know, there's Stranger Things, which I've watched the first couple of seasons, and it's pretty cool. There's another show on Netflix called Hilda that I've been watching recently. It's a fairly, like, light and fluffy cartoon for the most part, and, like, the soundtrack is very similar.
Station 3, do you read me? Give me a sign, man. This storm is getting pretty wild.
Wild man.
Come on, 3, log in. Quit fucking around.
I guess that's probably the passcode there. Oh, before I dive into this, though, another thing that's using an old-school synth soundtrack that's coming out pretty soon that I'm surprisingly excited for is the new Halloween movie. And the thing I like about the new Halloween movie is it completely ignores every other movie than the first one. And it gets it back to basics, and it even has, well, Jamie Lee Curtis is back as Laurie Strode, 40 years on, and so's Nick Castle, I think his name is, the guy who played Michael Myers originally, and it looks like a very old-school, visceral type of slasher film, and it's got, like, John Carpenter is back on board doing his, soundtrack, his classic soundtrack for it, and it looks really cool. I might actually go see it in theaters when it comes out now in a few weeks. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, let's see what this fellow wants. I guess that's the passcode there, so 0303 1968. I think 1968 is like an ARC number in this. I seem to recall this was... Wait, and that might be someone's birthday, so... March the 3rd? 1968? Huh. Interesting. If it's laid out like a day, month, year thing.
There he is.
Finally, what took you?
Is the microphone still broken in Station 3? I'll take that as a yes.
Yeah, you can't reply. You should be able to hear you though. Can see activity registering, so your voice is definitely going through.
Oh, okay. We can chat later, 3.
Yeah, this is pretty serious. I've had a distress call from Central. There's a situation and we have to fire up signal monitoring and relay systems right away.
What kind of situation?
I don't know. I'm assuming it's got something to do with this storm. Whatever it is, it's big to want to involve us.
Shit. Okay, what do we do then?
Well, my fucking cabin power isn't holding up in this weather, so I can't process the signals myself. 2, you need to feed the frequency information through to the backup terminal in Station 3. And 3, you just need to tune, decode, and process. Just refer to the handbook on the microfilm. It'll walk you through it.
I've never done any of this stuff, so I'm not going to be much help, I'm afraid.
It's simple, honestly. You could do this in your sleep.
Okay, first one is due to appear in a minute or so. Have a quick read of that microfilm handbook. It should be on your left.
I'm gonna get suited up and restart the generator. Don't fuck it up.
Oh yes, tab. Okay. Now what do you think the odds are of this
Okay, 3,
situation?
Do whatever it is you're supposed to do.
Okay, what do you think the odds are that the situation they're talking about at headquarters has something to do with the alien breakout of the last episode? Can I zoom in? Apparently I can adjust oh yeah, I can zoom in and adjust clarity. Cool. I think I've actually used a microfilm machine before, but it was a long time ago. I cannot recall. We at Central Monitoring Division would first like to thank you for agreeing to commit to a year's service at your remote monitoring station. The work you do here is of vital importance to national security and redacted of our great nation. While you may never receive the explicit gratitude of our citizens, we will always be indebted to you. Operator role. An operator at one of our remote monitoring stations will be responsible for the following duties. The daily monitoring of specified radio frequencies and the input of test data in a timely manner. In the event of a national security emergency, you will be asked to monitor and input live blah 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 without question or hesitation. Carry out any maintenance needed on site to ensure the continual running of the station. Should such a situation arise, all intruders should be... Okay. This is very informative. You are instructed to meet with supply ships and ration food accordingly to ensure the station is continually well stocked. In case of your 14th and 15th molar teeth... What? I have to do what with my teeth now? Please note that any instructions carrying the GCS flag must be dealt with as a matter of urgency. Okay. Okay, so I need to find out the frequency and authorization keys, I guess? Okay, so I guess first I need to dial in the frequency. So it's 1930 kilohertz FM. Some old school tech we got right here. But it's probably fairly high tech considering it's the 1980s. 1994? Okay.
13, 0, 14, 14, 9, 3.
Okay. So 13.
13, 0,
0.
14, 14,
14,
9,
14,
3.
9, 3.
13.
Okay, the code word reference is abacus. So I guess I have to find that in my microfilm. How bizarrely finicky. Okay, abacus is number 6. I need to take a look at this, though. I'm noticing something. Okay, at least a few of these are striking me as funny, because we got one that says home, Jennifer, sacrifice, and sibling. Jennifer is the name of the sister of the character from the House Abandoned. And it's implied something pretty nasty happened involving her, so... something tells me that these are connected in very horrific ways. Okay, so number 6 is abacus. Sigma abacus. On receipt of this callback code, conversion operators must input the following command lines into the terminal and execute. sys.exe -d -e, I think. Okay, let's try that. sys.exe. Is there a space there, I wonder? Looks like there's spacing. Space -d, space -e. Okay. Line 2. Allocate :202 -a. Allocate 202 minus a. Yes. Output log false.
Okay, my light here just turned green and the signal stopped. So I think you did it right.
Who knows?
Next one coming up in 30 seconds, apparently.
Don't leave them hanging too long. I don't know what they're for, but I know we have to make them top priority or I'll get shit.
Of course, don't worry, we'll keep on top of it. Okay, there it is. Creepy sounding things, aren't they?
USB. Eh. USB and 3500 kilohertz. Nope, went too far. That's what I get for not paying attention.
26, 14, 0, 1, 2.
Okay, let's double check that.
26, 14, 0, 1, 2.
Chevron. What is code Chevron? Portfolio, Kansas, Mask, Ingenue, Canvas, Whiskey, delicious whiskey, Landscape, Orange, Centaur, Hume, Jennifer. Sacrifice, drive, maybe... Oh wait, no, Chevron's there. Okay, ref dot... Init. Ref dot... Init... Space, and then it's like minus what? Minus W minus Z. Okay. Proc begin. Get int XYZ. Wait, was that caps or no? No, yeah, that was caps. I need to be yelling at the screen! XYZ, isn't that a Rush song? Pretty sure it's a Rush song. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, I didn't do the last one correctly. What did I not do right? Still not right. Maybe XYZ isn't capitalized? It certainly looks like it should be. And that looks like a G. I mean, you know, right? Isn't it? And the square brackets. As far as I can tell, I just inputted that correctly. What if I don't space it? Oh, no, no, that's wrong. Okay. This is starting to get somewhat annoying. I mean, I think maybe I had the caps lock on when I did the last square bracket, so maybe it's sensitive enough it can sense that. maybe XYZ isn't supposed to be capitalized. But why, though? But why, though? Am I using the wrong brackets? I'm so confused. Or maybe that's actually a misspelling. And it is supposed to be like that. Now, is there information I'm missing? Oh, duh. This is what happens when you don't read the instructions, okay? Variable replacement, where X is second, Y is fifth, and Z is the sixth number from the broadcast code. Okay, alright. Meaning I'm gonna have to write that number down probably to try to figure this out. I'm gonna need to turn the radio back on. Whatever catastrophe is happening in the time it's taken me to figure this out, I'm sure everybody is dead. Don't blame me, it's my first day on the job and my equipment is broken.
2 26 14 0 1 2
Okay, X is the second number.
26 14 0 1
So 6, maybe?
26 14 0 1 2
Okay, I'll write the numbers down. It'll be easier.
26
14
0
0
2
1 2. Okay. 26 14 0 1 2. Okay, so X should be the second number, which in that case is 6, unless they're counting 0 as its own specific number. Y is the fifth number, which should be 1. And Z is the sixth number, which is 2. Okay, so it should be 6 1 2. Presumably, let's try that. There we go, now I got it.
Thanks, 3. Just pushing this update to the transmitter now. Getting the hang of it, huh?
That's what you think.
Next one coming up. 1. What does GCS mean?
GCS? What do you mean?
Yeah, no, this next one has come through with an additional note. GCS 3 equals E1 V1 M1.
I've not seen it before. Check the microfilm. Might be something in there about it. Listen, let me know when you're done with that one. I haven't heard back from the transport team and I'm starting to worry.
Sure thing. Okay, here it is. Whoa. Okay, that's different.
Flashing red screen.
Yeah, quite the warning sign.
Shit. Something's going on. The last two must have just been testing the system. Tune it as normal and I'll see what I can find out once I get these goddamn lights on.
I'm only just now noticing that apparently I'm in some kind of research monitoring station in Greenland, so yeah, okay, there's that. Okay, this is on the AM frequency, and it is 11,320 kilohertz. I wonder if I can pick up signals I'm not supposed to hear. Probably not. Let's just keep going. Starting to get carpal tunnel spinning this goddamn knob. Okay, that's different. So do I have to count the beeps, or is this Morse code? My, what a nuisance this is. Now, I do remember it saying something about GCS. That was near the beginning of the microfilm, though. Also, Central Operations Message Authentication, aka COMA. That sounds ominous. Please note that any instructions carrying the GCS flag must be dealt with as a matter of urgency. Aha! Appendix A, Morse code. And there's something there about a GCS chart. I better check out those two then. Phonetic conversion. GCS code word. Okay, that might be something I don't need to figure out yet. Maybe? Let's take a closer look at this, because some of this looks interesting. Interesting, but I have no idea what any of it means. Okay, let's go back to the Morse code chart, because it looks like they've simplified it for me, thank God, because I've never been good at reading Morse code. Because it looks like this one here is probably the number I need to input. Okay, I'm gonna write that down so it's a lot easier on me. Actually, no, it's not, because this is just a chart telling me what number each sound corresponds to. Oh, this is gonna be bad. I can't... Well, the first two sound identical. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay, let's hear those first two again. Okay, the first two sound like they could be 5, because it seems like it's 5 rapid beeps in succession. So let's input 5 and see what happens. 5, 5. Doo-doo. Doodle-doo. Okay, maybe the next two are 2 2s, because it's like dot dot and it sounds like 3. Yeah, so let's try 2 2s for the next one. 5 5 2 2. Maybe the next one is 7 or 8. Oh man, I can't stand this. Okay, I'm gonna have to actually chicken out and look this up, because it's all starting to meld together on me now. I'm interested to see if I've got the first couple right, though, because if I do, then that means I was on the right track, but there's no way I'm going to be able to parse the rest of this. Okay, I see the code now, and I was completely wrong. I had them backwards. That's 0. Although the next one is not... yeah, okay, I can kind of hear it now, but I never would have gotten that myself. Because the first one is 0, because the initial one is all nothing but long dashes. So in reality, it's 0, 9... 7 7 3 0. Christ, that was annoying. Okay, let's try that. Let's try this. And hopefully they don't throw Morse code at me again, because I am garbage when it comes to that. Absolute garbage! Okay, code word reference Kansas. We are no longer in Kansas. Woo, woo, tornado. Wait, no. There we go. If I spin it fast enough, I'll see the secret message. Oh, I've actually got this. Ass over tea kettle. Let's see. There, it's better. Now, which one is Kansas? Drive, sacrifice, Jennifer, Hume, Centaur, Orange, Landscape, Whiskey, Canvas. Ingenue. Mask. Kansas. No, okay, this is another one with variable replacements. I only just now noticed the pictures. I wonder if they tell a story themselves. Okay, Kansas point.pkg.exe. Point.pkg.exe. Wait, was it exe? No, it's just ex. Ex. And variable x. Where x is the largest number from the original broadcast. Which would have been 9, wouldn't it? One would assume, if each number is taken separately. And y is the smallest number from the original broadcast, which in this case would be 0, I would assume. And last but not least, Sal of Sal's Pizzeria. And that's minus A and minus 4G, or is that 46? It might be 4G. Yeah, 4G. Ah, damn it. Okay, that should be correct. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Yes.
Okay, Juan, we're done. Nothing has happened really, all good. What did you want?
I'm about to head outside to look at this generator. My cabin is completely out. Listen, I just checked the roster and we were supposed to hear from the supply team 3 days ago. But I've had nothing. No responses either.
Shit. The storm?
I hope not. 3, can you monitor a range for me? They use an emergency signal somewhere between 8,500 range. FM. See if you can track it down for me.
That's our supplies for the next 6 months. If they turn back, what do we do?
We can reschedule. I'm more worried that they didn't turn back. Otherwise, we'd be having a drink by now. The boat was called 20F.
God, yeah. Okay. 3. 8,500 FM somewhere. See if you can pick up a distress signal or something.
8,500 FM. Okay. Interesting. Is that it?
Anyone read? This is supply vessel 20F. Do you read me?
Oh my god, that's them.
This is a distress signal from supply vessel 20F. Please respond. Is anyone there? We don't have enough supplies to last whatever this is out. We have some on board, but it's not enough. We try to turn back, but the storm, or them, have messed with our GPS and sent us straight into the ice.
What on earth is he talking about?
We're holed up here. We just got word from Central that New York has fallen.
Fallen?
Everyone's gone there now.
What?
I thought us being so remote would give us time, maybe, but I can see it coming. Be ready. All of you. It's 20F out.
Okay.
1, are you there? Are you hearing this?
Lock your door, 2. 3, do the same.
What do you mean? Did you hear the report?
I just got a call from Station B at the coast. Something is happening. I don't know what, but they said we had to lock up and stay in our cabins. Then it went dead.
What are you talking about?
Just do it. They're here.
Ugh! Who are they? Shit, One, there's another GCS signal coming in. Do we process it still?
Yeah. As long as the GCS number is going up, we're helping a lot of people.
It was 3 last time. It's 6 this time. What does it mean?
That's good. That's good. Just process the signals.
That's it in.
Okay. Okay, now 2 things I'd like to point out. Number 1, every time she said shit, which was only twice really, I suppose, she used the exact same inflection. Which was like, you know, not like she was really upset, it was like, ah, shit. And the guy with the distress signal, he just sounded really tired. It's like, no, we're fucked. Oh, bother. Guess we're gonna be gutted by aliens or something. I'm assuming it's aliens. It's probably the aliens from the last story. That's all I can figure. Although we were kind of acting like dicks to them, so I guess I can understand their anger.
Mike, Zulu, Sierra, Hotel,
Okay.
Bravo, Echo,
Echo. This one should be a bit easier.
Zulu, Sierra,
A bit easier to pick out the Morse code, anyway.
Bravo,
That's a phonetic one, I believe.
Mike, Zulu, Sierra, Hotel, Bravo, Echo, Mike, Zulu,
Yeah, it's this one.
Sierra, Hotel, Bravo, Echo, Mike, Zulu, Sierra, Hotel, Bravo, Echo, Mike, Zulu, Sierra, Hotel, Bravo, Echo,
If I can get the damn...
Zulu, Sierra, Hotel, Bravo, Echo, Mike, Zulu, Sierra, Hotel, Bravo, Echo,
Okay, so it starts with M,
Mike,
and our frequency is 6970, so M...
Sierra, Hotel,
15. The first number is 15, I think.
Echo,
Yes.
Mike, Zulu,
Zulu is Z.
Sierra, Hotel,
2.
Bravo, Echo,
I think Sierra is the next one.
Mike, Zulu, Sierra,
Yes.
Hotel,
21.
Bravo, Echo,
Hotel is H.
Mike, Zulu, Sierra, Hotel,
Hotel is 10.
Bravo,
And Bravo is next.
Echo,
Oh, god damn it. 15221.
Zulu, Sierra,
10.
Hotel, Bravo, Echo,
Bravo and Echo.
Zulu,
Bravo is
Sierra.
4.
Hotel, Bravo, Echo,
47 should be the last 2 numbers.
Mike, Zulu,
Yes.
Sierra, Hotel, Bravo, Echo, Mike, Zulu, Sierra, Hotel.
I'll turn that off for the moment. I might need to turn it back on, though, because I should be writing these numbers down, because it seems like a lot of them involve variables that include the numbers. So this is Centaur. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to turn that back on and use the number again.
Echo,
Just so I know.
Mike, Zulu, Sierra,
So it was
Hotel.
15,221...
Echo, Mike, Zulu,
221, 10...
Hotel, Bravo, Echo,
4... 7,
Mike,
I think. Yes, yes, okay. We're good, we're good.
Sierra, Hotel, Bravo, Echo, Mike, Zulu,
Okay, let's shut that off. It's starting to get annoying. Okay, so we need to find the code word Centaur. Oh, there it is. Of course, there's no variable on this one, so I wrote the number down for no reason, but that's okay. M.status minus R. Status. Status report. Number 1. Well, technically I'm number 3, but hey, we're not gonna split hairs on that. Command.str minus sed. And last but not least, h.grid.w.
Three, there's something... I don't know what I'm looking at. Cabling? 1, I can see something above 3's cabin. One of the power lines down. 1, are you there?
What the hell was that?
Fuck. What the hell is that?
I can't see you from here, 1. What's going on?
It's above me. Shit, it's above me. It's over Station 3 too. They're here.
What's here? Jesus, 1, what the fuck is out there?
It's fine. It's fine. You'll be fine.
Shit. Here's another signal. GCS7 equals E1 V5 M1. 1, what the hell? It's flashing urgent.
I think it just said 1's offline, though. That's, okay. Interesting. Okay, so USB 8150.
Zero, 4, 5, 1, 8, 9, 0, 4, 5, 1, 8.
Oh, I like how this one is sacrifice. That does not bode well, now does it?
Guys, are any of you walking around in that store? That's crazy. You'll get yourself killed.
No one is outside. You're seeing things, 4.
Who the hell are these two guys, and why have they not been in on the conversation since the beginning? Okay, so sacrifice. This one of the last ones, isn't it? There. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn that on and write those numbers down again. They're easy enough to pick out, but you know.
3. Number station 3. This is station 4. Do not go outside. Don't go out there. Stay inside. Lock up. Do not go out there.
Okay.
1, 8, 9, 0, 4, 5.
189045.
1.
Gotcha, robot man. Okay. Rot.x.
Guys, I'm shutting down Station 5 and getting the fuck out of here. They took 6. Station 6 is fucking gone. Those things just ripped it out of the ground.
That sounds nice. Rot.x, numbers 1, 2, and 3 from the original broadcast, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So 189 and 045. Rot.x, 189. Do I have a time limit for this? Is that what's happening? Oh, Jesus, this is starting to get a little bit, unnerving. Actuate.y. They're here. Okay, line 3. Point.1 Z. Z is the authorization word from Appendix C. Which one is Appendix C? And, oh Christ, what'd that say again? Point.1. Okay, I'm gonna write that down just in case, because I don't want to go friggin' around too much. So point.1, authorization code from Appendix C. Appendix C, I should say. Oh Jesus, how do I figure that out? Okay, let's see, so, oh, it's like a friggin' maze. Okay, so my signal modulation was USB, I think, and my broadcast frequency was 8150. Process total number of broadcast numbers. Total of broadcast numbers. So 189045. So 1 and 8 is 9. 9 and 9 are 18. 0 doesn't count. 4 and 18 is 22. 27. Is the total greater than 30? No. So if I'm reading this correctly, I think the code word is Alexander. Alright, so let's put that in. Point.1 Alexander. Let's try that.
Three. James. The last signal hasn't sent. My terminal is going crazy demanding a response. I think the wind has misaligned the transmitter or something. We need to go out to it. Please, James. I'm sorry, but I can't get out. I'm trapped. You'll still be able to hear me, though. Go. Go.
What was that? Oh, I'm getting dragged out of the building by something. Hello. Who are you? I'm James. Nice to meet you. Holy crap, I can actually control my character. This seems bizarrely weird. Welcome to this frozen, hellish wasteland, where I am being stalked by alien creatures, perhaps. I'm assuming I have to follow this very obvious path to get to this transmitter I need to knock back into alignment. I'm getting cold just looking at this. Kinda reminds me of Colon, actually. You know, a game I attempted to stream ages ago. It did not work out very well, I may add. But seriously, did I get pulled out of my station and then I got up like everything was fine? Is that what happened? I can only assume that this is an alien invasion of some kind. Am I supposed to do something with this? Oh yes, there's a generator. Good. Stuck. Stuck on snowdrift. Good. Okie doke. Let's see what that does. Shipping! I'm pretty sure my ears are now bleeding.
I can't feel my legs, James.
I'm
so tired.
Okay. Can I help you? Are we talking?
What are you doing? James, please.
Are we talking like frostbite, or do you just not have any legs?
He's coming back.
Also, I hear voices. And do I want to go back, though? I don't think I have any other option, really. Boy, that noise isn't getting annoying, isn't it? Sounds like sweet music to my ears.
That's it. He's coming back.
I presume they're talking about me anyway.
James, everyone is waiting on you. You need to wake up.
Wait.
These machines, they are your lifeline. Follow them, please.
He's telling me I need to wake up.
James, go to him. Tell him what happened.
Oh, that's new. He's telling me I need to wake up.
Mr. Asian, can you hear me?
Oh, hello.
Welcome back.
I've been in a coma this entire time, haven't I? That's what's been happening. I've been playing as the same guy the whole way through. Fellow must be named James Asian or something like that. And, this is probably... this is a movie that gets referenced repeatedly in the podcast I listen to, How Did This Get Made? Jacob's Ladder, wherein the entirety of events are taking place in a dying man's mind. It's probably a Jacob's Ladder scenario, wherein I'm assuming James Asian either suffered a, traumatic experience, or he attempted to kill himself, and all of this is him in a coma working his way back out of it. That's probably why the acronym for the organization I was working for in the station process spelled out coma. And this is him fighting his way out of it. It must be. That's the only thing I can figure this is. Which is incredibly fucked, but that's cool. That's cool. Anyway, let's do the last session and see if my assumption is correct. I gotta say, that section of it was a bit more bleh than the first two, though. Mostly to do with the transmitting the codes, really. It was interesting, don't get me wrong.
I think that's enough of that for now.
What?
You're quite fond of this show, aren't you? Okay, come on. Let's get you down to the observation room.
So I'm in a wheelchair, apparently.
This place must be starting to feel like home to you. Don't worry. I'll try and get you out of here eventually. Just in here.
Am I going to see another character? That'd be interesting.
Okay, are we through in the next room? Just relax, and we'll get started in a moment.
Though apparently we are not. So am I in a vegetative state type deal here? Is that what's happening?
Right, Mr. Asian, now are you ready? Just hit record on the tape deck in front of you when you're ready.
Okay.
This is subject 12-19-86-23, new session entry.
There's
We have
1986
myself,
again.
Dr. Alexander leading, and in a room we have our patient, Mr. James Asian. As we know, James has recently recovered from a 2-week coma following his accident.
Okay.
In our last 3 sessions, James's attempts to recollect events of the accident seen him merging his memory with his imagination. These episodes have always ended in panic, and we've had to terminate the session abruptly. Let's try and do this one better, James. So when you're ready, let's bring this back. I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this. James, it's time to remember.
mind. It's like a conscious black box. It can show you your memories. Look into it.
Do I have to? So is this going to be like a melding of all three now? Also, why is he not in the room with me? What kind of impersonal bullshit is this?
In your most recent episode, you recalled a false memory of a remote weather station. You were isolated from the rest of the world, locked inside your coma. We interacted with you daily, encouraging you to wake. Your family would do number puzzles with you. Anything, really, to bring you back. People needed answers, James. Do you remember?
I have another signal here for you, James. It's at 5610 FM. You can't miss it.
So I'm going to be stepping back through all of the stories, probably. And the lady is quite possibly James's sister, I'd say.
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F. 12. 19. 86. 23. 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this.
There's 1986 again.
This is 20F. 12. 19.
Codeword reference reports. Oh, this is... okay, no, we need to read this. Road traffic accident report file. Walsall Police Department. F. 20F was the name of the accident type. It was a fatal accident. It wasn't the boat at all. And the date must be one of the numbers I've been using. Pleasant Hill, Forest Road. I think that might have been where the cabin was. Number of injured, 1. James Asian, injured. And that probably explains why the station wagon was so heavily damaged in the horror show version of The House Abandoned, because it would have been the way it looked after the accident. And apparently the accident killed a man named Charles Henning, so I kind of get the feeling that might have been used in one of... that name may have been used in one of the other things, but I can't remember. Is that supposed to be Sudan? Because it looks like he's driving the country of Sudan. Also, there was one about a passenger with me, and everything's redacted. Wait. Okay, so the driver of the other car is deceased, and it doesn't look like he had anybody in the car with him. Could it be that James's sister was in the car with him and she died? That's possible. That would explain a lot, actually. Oh, there we go. Arrived on scene to discover 2 cars that had been involved in a near head-on collision. Mr. Asian found lying down outside his vehicle with head injuries. An ambulance was immediately called. His passenger was trapped in the vehicle in critical condition from wounds sustained in the collision. The driver of the blue sedan, I'm assuming that's supposed to be sedan, but okay. Mr. Hennings was found dead on arrival. It was noticed that there was a strong smell of whiskey from the driver, and an empty whiskey bottle on the passenger seat. That explains why whiskey was one of the call signs. Mr. Asian was questioned on scene. He described an oncoming blue sedan being clearly out of control, which he swerved to avoid. Mr. Asian's passenger was his sister. The driver of the blue sedan is an ex-police officer of 20 years. Interesting. Okay, I think I see what I need to do here. The circled sections in the report are what I need to input as the code. So the first one is 20F fatal accident. "20F, fats." I don't know if there's supposed to be a space there or not, but I guess we'll see now, won't we? The next one is empty whiskey. And the last is out of control. Yeah, that's probably gotta have spaces in it. That's too much. Okay.
Find the signal, James. Listen to the voices. You have to face it, James. Finally.
700 FM, eh? Or 7,000, I should say.
It's not like him. At all. I've worked with Officer Hennings for 6 years and not once have we even talked about alcohol. Drunk driving. He was a father, a husband. He was fine. No way he caused this. It's him. This Haitian guy. He's got something to hide.
And that was the other voice from that, the thing. The research station one. That was, NS3. Or no, NS1. NS1, yeah. This doesn't make sense to you. So I'm living in a text adventure now, apparently. You step out into the hospital ward, only it seems abandoned. Your vision is blurry. This certainly feels like an emergency. Oh, I can... I can, like, investigate things. They're all locked. All of your episodes were recorded to the tape. This is the 4th. Sometimes they make you watch your past sessions to see what really happened. Driving home, don't have that 5th pint. Now you see, if you've already had 4 pints, you really shouldn't be driving anyway. Just saying, 5 isn't the magic number. Could very well be that Mr. Asian himself is the alcoholic, and in his shame, he might have actually tried to, make it seem as if the other guy was the alcoholic. Possibly. I don't know, I guess we'll find out when we... You tense up, someone else is here. You grab the keys from the table. They weigh heavy in your hand. You wash your hands, but in this place it feels pointless. That table's been upended. This would have been Henning's bed. It's cold to the touch. But Hennings is dead. Isn't he? Am I being hunted by the man I killed? Haunted and hunted. Coma wards this way, I guess I have to go that way. E-surgery. You only caught a glimpse of the room. You guess that's why there is no detail here. Okay, so these are my memories then. You've spent most waking moments in here. There's the magazine about the house abandoned. Dreaming Greenland. Number puzzles. The only video they have, some horror compilation. Trash! Trash! What a terrible thing to say about your own game. The waiting area is dark, but you feel a presence right but oh Jesus, don't nope. Okay. I thought for certain I was going to turn around and we were going to have some sort of bizarre jump scare. Someone breathes on your neck standing over you. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. You feel dread in the pit of your stomach. Yeah.
Okay, we have a 22-year-old male just brought in from a vehicle collision. He was awake and mobile at the scene, but collapsed on arrival to the emergency ward. The other passengers died in the accident. I'm getting no pulse. Prepare for defib. Amp charge full to 10 and give me 100 joules.
So that was my heart.
100 joules. Charging amp full to 10.
100 joules.
Come on.
So this was actually a bunch of defibrillator things, and that's why the heart was probably my heart, which, you know, exploded.
Can we get this on the screen, please?
I'd help you if I knew how to turn it on.
I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now. I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now.
Be quiet, you. I forget which one the X-ray is.
Get this on the screen now.
I swear, he's going to say it again, isn't he?
I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now.
Which one is the X-ray machine? No, that's the laser unit. I don't need that one on. I don't think.
I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now.
Be nice if I had the, nice if I had the instructions, you know. Oh, there we go.
Clear.
I just had to get all the right things turned
No
on.
reaction from first stage. Let's try higher. 200 joules. Keep the amp charge at 10.
We're going to shock the shit out of this fellow and hope he survives.
200 joules. Keep the charge at 10. Let's go.
Look, you gotta cut me some slack here, man. I'm the one that you're doing this to.
Clear.
I can only do so much to help you.
Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal. Let's keep going. Increase again. 360, charge full. Come on, 360, hurry.
Going as fast as I can. Suppose I could shock the shit out of myself.
Clear.
But it won't let me do anything unless I get exactly to the letter.
Would you look at that? It seems we have a pulse.
Oh, that's creepy.
Rhythm is stable. We need to run an X-ray right away. Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please.
Isn't that the X-ray? Yeah, that's the X-ray. I just need to turn everything else off.
Looks like an intracerebral hemorrhage. We need to drain this now to relieve pressure. Prepare for trepanation. Switch on a drill, please.
And I will drill this box instead of my own head.
The drill, please.
The drill's on. What else do you want me to do? There we go.
Mr. Asian, you've made excellent progress. You're doing great. We need you to stay calm and try to relax
no.
while we go through these next
Oh
stages.
no!
We're going to attempt to alleviate some of this discomfort.
Oh god! Oh. Things are getting weird, man. Okay, now we're back to my original memory. Not only is tonight New Year's Eve, but tomorrow you leave on a 6-month trip abroad with friends. Mum, Dad, and your sister Jennifer have decided to throw a party to celebrate it all. The house is full. You're in the living room, and as usual, you don't recognize a soul. The room was full of chatty strangers, mostly friends of Mum and Dad. There is a door to the hall. You push through the crowd into the hallway. The hallway is as welcoming as ever, only this time the folks have put a great big banner up across the main wall. Half-finished drinks are abandoned on almost every horizontal surface. Stairs lead up, although the party is firmly downstairs. It's probably leading me upstairs. As much as you'd love to, you promise you stay downstairs with the party. Okay. Let's try looking around again. Same as ever. Stairs, door to the living room, and door to the kitchen. Ah. Go to kitchen. They say all the best parties are in the kitchen. Well, they certainly say that around here. Good old kitchen party. The kitchen is full of people and loud. There are drinks and food on the table, and the party is in full swing. Dad has cooked a hog roast, which sits proudly on the table, although no one is eating it. Eat hog roast. Maybe later. No, I want to eat all of the hog roast. It's my party, the pig belongs to me. There is a utility room, and writing on the wall. Also, Jen is here, signaling you. Read writing. Happy New Year, 1986, on another banner. Weird place to hang it. Okay. So that's why 1986 is such an arc number. Go... utility room. Just as you are about to head inside the utility room, Jen places her hand on your shoulder. You hug. You're going to miss each other. You thank her for the party. She asks if you are enjoying the party. Yes. You tell her it's great, even though you don't really know anyone. She tells you to enjoy it anyway, and to loosen up. She asks you to get her a drink. Get... drink. You pour Jen a drink, and one for yourself, too. There's never an awkward silence with Jennifer. She always has a question. She asks if you have everything sorted out for the big trip. Yes. You tell her yes, that you have packed everything with plenty of room to spare. Another hug. Your family have really gone out of their way to make this trip happen for you. It might be what you need to get some perspective, and maybe not fuck up so much. She's going to miss you. You're going to miss her. She walks away. Jen has disappeared into the crowd. You're left standing, nodding and smiling at the approving faces. There is so much to do for this move. Can't mess it up. But first, a drink! You pour and down another drink, anything to move the night along. Go... utility room? You open the door and peer in. You're never allowed in here normally. This is where Dad keeps his fine wines and whiskies, ceiling-to-floor racks. A collector, although he does actually drink them too. There is a bottle with a ribbon round it, and a card. Read card. You pick up the whiskey and the card. It's your dad's handwriting. Son, we're so proud of you and everything you've achieved. You've earned this. It's a bottle of 25-year-old double malt. You shouldn't really, but you have to try it. Oh dear, this is how it happened, isn't it? With your whiskey in hand, you take it in the room around about you. There must be hundreds, no, thousands of pounds worth of drink in here. You really must thank your dad for the whiskey. There are racks of fine wines and the door to the kitchen. Go kitchen. You head back into the kitchen, clutching your new best friend. That's a bad sign. You stumble out of the utility room and back into the kitchen. That is one strong whiskey. You take another swig and give the thumbs up to Dad across the room. He nods and winks. Busy and noisy. We'll need to find somewhere quieter. You go back out to the hallway. A few bumps and laughs on the way through, and you make it to the hall. You stop dead in your tracks. It's Jen. Covered in blood. She's staring straight at you. No one else notices. Blood is dripping down her face. It's mixing with tears. Help! Jen. Please help. Oh, what's happening? I'm sorry, I don't understand. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Oh no. Help me! I'm sorry, I don't understand. Why? Sorry, I don't oh no. Oh dear. No. No.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
We tried our best, Mrs. Asian, but her injuries were too severe.
No, I don't understand. I was just talking to her.
I'm afraid Jennifer passed away before we could get to her in surgery. We did the best we could. I'm so sorry.
Where is she? Let me see her.
Please, Mrs. Asian, take a seat.
I don't want to take a seat. Let me talk to her. Now.
I'll arrange for you to see her. In the meantime, James is in recovery. He's stable for now.
I don't want to see him.
You are standing in the hallway. Something had stopped you in your tracks while searching your mind. Your sister interrupts. She waves her hand in front of you and asks if you can drive her home. You still feel out of sorts. Those words echo. I don't want to drive her home because that's how this goes south, but okay. Loik around. Doors to the kitchen and living room. Can I go upstairs? Sleep it off, please? Please? You'd love to call tonight, but Jen is waiting patiently. Go outside? There's no point till you find those car keys. Look for car keys? Need to look for them. They must be in either the kitchen or the living room. Talk to Jen. Yeah, we can talk in the car. Go get your keys. But we don't... I am clearly drunk. We should not be driving anywhere. This is such a terrible idea. Go... living room. You're sure your keys are in the living room? The living room has a much more relaxed atmosphere compared to the kitchen. Various guests are sat on the chairs having civilized conversations. There's a coffee table in the middle of the room. Your mum is pouring a drink at the drinks cabinet. Coffee table, a drinks cabinet. One of the chairs is overflowing with jackets and coats. Look. Coats. You search through all the jackets and coats until you find yours. Aha! Car keys in the pocket. You grab both. Talk. Mum. Tears immediately start to appear in her eyes. My son, off to America. She gives you a hug. Hug, Mum. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Keys in hand, you head back into the hall. Jen thanks you for helping her out. She has work in the morning, and no one else is in a fit state to drive. I'm not in a fit state to drive! You can handle it, though. You know the road like the back of your hand. Don't you? Jen yells a hurry up in your direction. Oh. You open the front door and walk out into the freezing night. The cold air hits you. You're glad you have your jacket with you. There is a dusting of snow around you as you step down from the porch. The yard extends around the back of the house, and the car sits at the front of the house. Go... yard. She sighs and comically taps her feet. Apart from the little light escaping from the party indoors, the yard is pitch black. You used to love stargazing here. You stumble around the darkness looking for the perfect spot to take in the majesty of the night sky. The trusty old generator is here working away. The sky is majestic. Turn off generator. I'll be that asshole. Well, that would be a hilarious prank. You think better of plunging the house into darkness. Look. Sky. You gaze up at the night sky. For some reason, you don't recognize any of the star patterns tonight. Go front. Jennifer looks relieved as you head back round to the front of the house. Go to car. Much as I don't want to. You fumble with the car handle, confused. Until Jen tells you to maybe use the key in your hand. See, this should have been a red flag, right? This really should have been a red flag not to go driving with this guy. Oh, also the fact that this was a New Year's Eve party explains why the clock is stuck at 22:05. Explains a lot. Fumbling with the car keys, you eventually get the door open and climb inside. The car is freezing. As you fumble around with your seatbelt, your sister opens up the car glove box and hands you a note and a key that was inside. She tells you that it's for when you return. The note is from your dad and reads, "Hi son, I hope you enjoy your break. You'll need to fire up the generator around back to get power and lights on. Also found something in the attic for you. It's in your room. Enjoy." Wait. I don't understand. Go. Start car. You try to turn the ignition with sheer willpower despite holding the keys in your... As terrible as this is, that does sound pretty funny. Use key. It takes a number of attempts, but you eventually slot the key into the ignition. Why does his sister not notice this? turn the key in the ignition, and the car roars to life. Drive. The car squeals, but stays stationary. Jen suggests releasing the brake, giving you a wide-eyed stare. Oh no. No. You very hesitantly release the handbrake. You put the car in gear and pull out the driveway like a first-time driver. You really shouldn't be driving. I am driving, very drunk, on the road towards the town where your sister stays. Jen started dozing off as soon as the journey got going. It shouldn't take long. You come to a junction. Is it left or right? You can't remember. Left. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Right. Go... right. Righter. Maybe I'm drunk. You don't want to, but you had better ask Jen for directions. Ask... Jen. She grunts and throws her arm to the left. It's left. Of course it's left. You turn the car left at the junction and accelerate off. Confident that you are on the right road now, you loosen up and put your foot down on the accelerator. You feel powerful as the engine roars at your command. Jen sits up in her chair and clutches your arm. She asks you to slow down. That's not what really happened, though, is it?
You're all over the place, James. Pull over.
Jen is hitting her arm and yelling at you. Crazy sister. Strange. There is a set of headlights coming directly at you, but really slow. Like slow motion. Pull over. You try to react, but your body isn't responding. There's nothing you can do to stop this. There's no way to control it. The lights merge with your car.
For fuck's sake, pull over!
The outside joins the inside. The whole world around you begins to scream!
It was at this very moment, wasn't it, James? The moment you lost it all. Your sister, your parents, yourself. And then you made it worse. Go on. Show us what you did.
You wake up in the car. Your world is upside down. Your seatbelt struggles against gravity, trying to hold you in your seat. An impact into another car has torn a hole in the chassis. Poisonous fumes spill into your car from the engines. You are in grave danger. You have to get out of here. Help Jen. I know that's not what happened, but you can't do anything for her right now. You need to help yourself now. No, I don't need to. You can't move. Your seatbelt is still in place. Unbuckle belt. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Use seatbelt. You release yourself from the seat. Gravity takes over as you slump onto the roof of the car. Help. Jen. Ugh. Get out. You squeeze through the wreckage and fall to your knees, Granite. Every breath brings pain to your chest, your head is throbbing. A blue car has smashed into the passenger side of your car. Your life cannot be ruined by this. You are standing, holding your whiskey and your dad's note, and flashing lights are approaching at a distance. Okay, that's why the note kept repeatedly saying, get out of the car. Read note! The note, always changing, now reads, get through this jam. Get through this, James. Get through this, James. I don't care if you want to or not. Go to Blue car. The door's jammed. You don't have time for messing around like this, James. I'll try it again. Help, Jen. I'm sorry I don't understand. No, I don't either. One second there, folks. Yeah, I'm gonna... I gotta do something there for a quick second. 1 second. Okay, I have returned. Okay, so it seems like the only thing I can really do is do something with the whiskey. Use whiskey, I guess? Yes, good James. What exactly do you want to do with the whiskey? Drink. I'm sorry, I don't understand. No, neither do I. Place whiskey in car. Well, that's not smart thinking, James, is it? They will eventually find it there, and will link it to you. Get rid of whiskey. Come on, James! If you drink this now, you're going to get what's coming to you. I'm not going to drink it, I just want to get rid of it. Put whiskey in blue car? Ah. With the lights approaching closer, you begin to hear the shrill of their sirens. You simply cannot go to jail for this. You clean the bottle to remove your connection with whiskey. You then very deliberately spill the remainder of the bottle's contents onto the driver, and you toss the incriminating evidence onto his passenger seat. But, my father knows he gave me that whiskey, so you would assume, right, that he would know what really happened. A circle of flashing lights surround you, illuminating the crash site in the darkness. Behind them, an army of people, all staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you. The silhouette is a police officer and in uniform. He beckons you to approach. Sorry, you are not making sense. The red and blue flashing lights are causing the pain in your head to be all the more severe. Go, officer. As you approach the man, the pulsating lights around you get dimmer and dimmer while the pain in your head increases.
I know you.
Oh.
I know you're tearing yourself apart over it, but no matter what you keep telling yourself, you have to listen to me. That accident. That poor man. Me. You have to remember. It was all your fault.
Yep, you got that right.
I know what you did. How you left me there to protect yourself. Planting evidence on some poor man. You went headfirst into that officer and you wrecked all of our lives. And then you couldn't even take responsibility. You did the right thing for you and no one else. Save yourself. Only it was wrong, wasn't it? Look at you now. Utterly consumed by it. Say it, James. Say it. Tell them. Listen to yourself.
Okay.
It has to end, James.
This game is several kinds of fucked.
This episode you're having must come to an end. Make it stop, make it stop. You remember. Stop the session, Mr. Asian.
Okay. Sure. I'm trying.
Go back to where we started.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
Well, I think we've made progress today, Mr. Asian. I guess we should tell the police what you've told us. Although I don't suspect it'll take you anywhere. I think you'll be with us for quite some time. Come on, let's get you back to your shows. I'll see you tomorrow.
So I guess that was it. Well, this took me on a journey I was not expecting. It certainly falls within the realm of psychological horror now, doesn't it? That was just all kinds of freaky. Interesting game. Very interesting. And you know, it actually kind of makes me want to play more text-based adventures, so I might have to actually look up, like, I don't know, some old school ones maybe, or see if there's any newer ones that I can get into. Because, I don't know, it's a type of... That guy's name is Snoop Doggy? Okay. It's the kind of game that I've never really had a lot of experience with, really. So, you know, it'll be different. It'll be a different thing for me to get into. But this game, holy crap. Wow. Okay, so I've got a little bit more time today to carry on streaming something. What that may be, I don't know. I think I might just keep it simple and carry on with Undead Nightmare for a little bit, and try to get a little bit more of that done. And later on in the week, I'll probably go ahead and... Oh, the tape has changed. Sessions 1 to 4, James Asian. But yeah, I'll probably go ahead at a later date, like later on next week, maybe, sometime next week, and carry on with a new thing. Whatever that may be. I've got a list. Speaking of which, I should cross Stories Untold off of that list. It feels good to actually finish something, you know? As opposed to all the games that I start and seem to carry on forever. Alright, so let's quit to desktop. Yes, please. Alright, so I'm going to take a brief break to set things up and maybe get myself something to drink and all that jazz, and I shall return in, oh, I don't know, maybe about 15 minutes or so, with some more Undead Nightmare, I believe. So, you know, stick around for that if you'd like. I will be back in a jiffy.